Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the episode titled today, Habit Formation 101, the blueprint of resilience and triumph. Now, before we get started, I like to say a few things. I hope you had a good week, and whatever is troubling you, I hope that it is resolved because every day that you wake up, that is another beautiful chance for you to strive and head toward the goals that you want. And as you all know, none of this will be possible. And again, welcome back to another Marion Trainer Keep It Simple podcast. And before we dive in, I have to acknowledge our sponsors, onboard101.com / Marion Trainer, Identity IQ, Pink Lotus, and the Marion Trainer Healthy Family Recipe ebook. All are essential tools so that you can find on mariontrainer.com. I'm going to pause that for a second because I want to talk to you guys about onboard101.com / Marion Trainer. And what you'll get in this onboard, this guide, this 12 module guide, and it's the key to long-term permanent weight management and overall health. It starts with education. And what you learn in this 12 chapter course will guide you for the rest of your life. In just 12 chapters, you'll have the knowledge and the tools to take control. And when I say that, I want you to understand, because my business model is changing and you got to change with the times or you will get lost. I'm all about educating people. I'm not just about giving you a fish. I want to teach you how to fish. Because if I give you a fish, you'll eat once. But if I teach you how to fish, you'll eat for a lifetime. And that is what I'm doing with the business of fitness and basically life in general. I love to keep things simple. But if I train you, give you all the tools, you don't use them, and you're not as educated on them, and when you walk away from me, you're not going to remember anything. And that is why yo-yo dieting is so prevalent in our society. We want someone to give us recipe, and that's all we want. And we want to make it like, oh, I'm going to be the best. I'm going to lose all this weight, or I'm going to gain this muscle, and I'm going to be forever good. But you don't even know what a protein is. You don't even know what a carbohydrate is. You don't know the difference between weight management and weight loss, fat loss. And that's why my platform now is about educating you. I've been in this business over 27 years. And I've noticed, and I've trained thousands of people. Many have come, very few have succeeded. Now, the jump start is an amazing thing because you could jump start and lose 20, 30 pounds initially. But what happens after that? What happens when you hit that plateau? You think eating less will jumpstart you? You think not eating at all will jumpstart you? But if you have the knowledge, you would be so far ahead. And I'm going to give a couple of shout outs. I talked to two very good people yesterday. One of my Navy buddy, and we all call each other by our last name. His name is Jimison. And we always have these very good intellectual conversations. And that is what I consider about the topic today. You form habits and you surround yourself with positive people. So when you're having a conversation, it's enlightening, it's encouraging. And the other one was with my brother. We had a very long conversation. We talked almost 3.5 hours. And we're now in the stages of collaborating about doing a radio type podcast. So that's in the talks now, but you got to align yourself with people who can see your talents, who can see what's in you when you don't see it all in yourself. Shout out to everyone out there who feels like exercise, fitness, getting better hold of your finances, taking care of yourself, and, find the importance of what it takes to be a better you. Shout out to all those people because it's not easy. So today we're going to tackle the transformative power of habits with the personal touch from my own life toughest challenges. Yeah, that's right. You heard it. Marion Trainer has had challenges. I am not perfect. I have fallen. But the difference between me and most people is that I get up. Even if I stumble, even if I'm staggering, I get up and I keep moving forward. Because there's nothing better. There's no better feeling of knowing you tripped, made a mistake, and you corrected it. An error only becomes a mistake if you do not correct it. Okay. So understanding habit formation. And as you know, habit shapes our lives more than we realize. And today we're going to uncover the habits, loops, the cues, the routines, the rewards, and how they can be harnessed and forge a path to success. And I'm going to give you my personal story, like the road to Mr. South Carolina. In 1999, I aimed for the title of Mr. South Carolina. I didn't achieve this just through sheer will. It was the power of daily habits, the consistent training, the precise nutrition, and the mental discipline. These are the habits that became scaffolding for my success, brick by brick. That's one of my personal stories. And when you're on your way to doing something, you have to visualize it, but you have to build habits along the way. And during that time, I was eating like 6-7 meals a day. Someone would say, Marion, that's too much food. Well, that was my journey. That does not have to be your journey. So don't listen and thinking what I'm saying is I'm telling you to do that, because I don't know what your journey is right now. Man, unless you sat in front of me, email me, and told me your journey, I don't know it. But I'm sharing mine with you because somewhere, somebody out there might just feel like this is something that I want to do. This could be helpful to me. I'm sorry about that. So what I also want to tell you also, and my other personal story is healing and recovering habits. But life just isn't about trophies that we lift. The burdens we carry after surviving a head-on collision and undergoing a kidney transplant, my world was shaken. Yet it was the small, powerful habits of rehabilitation, positive mindset that rebuilt me. Now, even right now, you all know, and I have told you about my shoulder surgery. And one of the things I have to do as part of recovery, and it's just so small, but I have to have a habit of doing it. This right here helps with my lateral movement. I have to go like this, out, because it's difficult doing my arms like that. But I'm building those habits to recover. And by the way, I am recovering very well. But it's because of the habits that I have made, I have built in my life. It is a built-in mechanism that you have to have in order to get where you're going. And I don't care what you got going on in life. If you don't build any habits, you're just going to be floating through life. You're just going to be like walking eyes wide shut. And is that what you want? I don't think that's what everybody wants. So now, whether you're recovering from a setback or achieving a goal, the principles are the same. And let's discuss how you can apply these principles in your own life using the tools provided by our sponsors, like the educational resources from onboard101.com/Marion Trainer. You have to chart your course to resilience and victory. Now, I'm going to give you guys a call to action. It's your turn. Identify one habit that could be a game changer for you. Is it meal prepping, setting aside time for meditation, or perhaps organizing your finances with Identity IQ? Start there and let's build your success story together. Now, everybody want to be a winner. Everybody wants to be a star. Everybody wants to be in great shape. Everybody wants to have the smartest IQ, but none of that is possible if you don't build habits. You have to build habits that put you in a position to succeed. We're in a time now, if you got to surround yourself around people who's going to celebrate you and not tolerate you. There's a lot of people who don't know what they want out of life. And these are adults. And it's because they're never taking the time and build that small habits that could help them, that could catapult them to where they want to be. Everybody wants this. As you can see, everybody wants that until it's time to do what it takes to get it. Everybody wants the best body. Everybody wants the best job until it's time to do what it takes to get it. Now, do you all think that the people you see, whether they are in the best shape, whether they have the best job, whether they have the best car, the best house, you think those people got that just by not building habits? You think they got it through osmosis? Some people have to go out there and really go get it. So sometimes we see the success, but we don't see the sacrifices. We don't see the little small habits. It's just like working out. I have to get up every day, think about what I'm going to do, lay out my meals for the day, chart out my workouts. And yes, I do plan my workouts. Or how am I going to plan my finance? I need to build a habit of making my finances strong. I need to make a habit of making better connections with people who love and cherish me. I'm not going to concentrate on the ones who are hating because they can do nothing for me. They can't help me do anything. And I refuse to let those haters take me off of my game. I don't work too hard, too long. And I'm still working. So all that other stuff is so minute to me that all I can see is the path ahead. I look around to protect myself because I build those type of habits. And so should you. Stop blaming yourself when you make a mistake. People build habits. People build the type of habits, and sometimes they're negative habits. You know, I could meet someone in the gym, on the streets, and I could say, wow, you have a nice shape to yourself. You ever thought about competing? And the first thing they said, oh no, I got a lot of work to do. I didn't give you that compliment and said you should get on stage tomorrow. But sometimes if someone acknowledges something good about you, accept it and say thank you. And then go home and look it up. Go home and say, you know what? Today is the first day of the rest of my life. I not only have to be better for myself, but for the people who believe in me. There's a lot of times I could have given up and gave myself reasons to. But then I thought about the people who count on me. The people who count on me to help uplift them. And then I say to myself, what I'm going through is nothing. Because sometimes people just want somebody to listen to them. And that's a habit that I've built. Be kind. And for those who aren't kind back to you, just walk away. You can't get nothing from nothing. So remember, my story is a testament of power, the power of habits, and this is the power within your grasp too. And I want you to stay tuned because we're gonna make this a series because I want people to understand you need to build habits. You need to build the type of habits that's going to make you feel good about you. Because at the end of the day, if you don't invest in you, if you don't pour into yourself, why would you expect someone else to? And the other mind-blowing thing to me is people out here giving advice and they don't even take it themselves. I'm not going to tell you you should eat like this, or you should work out like that, if I don't? Because that's just crazy. Be the change you want to be. And I was always told this right here, and I live by it. I don't work for the body I have, I work for the body I want. I don't just work for the life I have, I work for the life I want. And that's on all levels. So I want you all to understand, here at Married Trainer, Keep It Simple podcast, that we're here to encourage you and invite you to be a better you. Get yourself educated, make yourself aware, and when it's all said and done, you're going to have to ask yourself, if not you, then who? If not now, then when? I'll take this as soothing wisdom for the soul. I want you to be your best. Every day's not going to be that way. But it's okay. It's okay not to feel great all the time. But it's not okay to give up. Give out before you give up. Y'all take care of yourselves and stay tuned, because this series of Building Better Habits 101, we'll be back with it. We'll help you strive to be a better you. Take care of yourselves, and most of all, take care of each other.